my kitchen. All right, brand new year, and look what Santa brought me. A hat. I don't know if this is backwards, but it could be. And a coat. I got my own coat. Look, Kenny Mac. Welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to my kitchen. So, it's New Year's Eve 2022. I know I haven't been here for a while, but I've made a New Year's commitment that I'm going to come back stronger than ever. And today, we're looking at the Irish pub. So I picked a recipe out of this new cookbook that I got. And tonight, I'm going to be making for you, ready? Fisherman's pie. You're going to love this. Look at that. Fisherman's pie. So here we go. In the Fisherman's pie, it calls for 2 pounds of white fish fillets, such as flounder or sole, skinned. So yes, I went to the store and I bought some flounder fillets. I got 2 pounds of flounder fillets. Perfect. Can't really change that, but it gave you a choice, and that's what I'm going to use. Half a cup of white wine, dry white wine. Well, I had some Chardonnay from the last time I cooked something, and it's white, and I'm going to use that. 1 tablespoon of chopped fresh parsley. Well, guess what? I'm not going to spend $2.49 on fresh parsley when I have $1 worth of a whole bunch of parsley here, and I'm going to use that instead. And that was either tarragon or dill, and they're all $2, $2.50. So I'll stick with this. It's probably only 25 cents here. Okay, 2.5 cups of sliced white button mushrooms, and that's 4 ounces. 1 cup, that'll be fine. So I got 6 ounces, so that was 7 tablespoons of butter. This is 8 tablespoons, this whole stick, so that we'll use that. 6 ounces of cooked and peeled shrimp. I've already defrosted some shrimp here. These are pretty large. And I'll have to finish shelling them and then cook them. But they're raw, frozen. I think they're like $8 for the whole thing. Pretty sure. Alright. 1/2 cup of flour and 1/2 cup of heavy cream. Have my flour. Don't have heavy cream, but I got 1/2 and 1/2. Less expensive. And 2 pounds of starchy potatoes, such as russets or Yukon Gold. And I have a bag here of Yukon Gold potatoes. These are from the Swats Potato Farm, and they're by Swazlowski Potato Farms in Hatfield, Massachusetts. So the first thing we're going to do is preheat the oven to 350, and then we're going to grease a 2-quart baking dish. So 350 on the oven, and start. And we're going to grease with some vegetable shortening. And inside I have a little towel on there. And we're just going to spread that all around there. And get the sides too. Got the bottom. Now we're going to get the sides. And that's it. Okay, now the next thing is to fold the fish fillets in half and place them in the dish. And so what I'm doing is folding the inner side with the skinned outer side there, and just setting that in there. So I have 4 of them. So now we're going to season well with salt and pepper. And then we're going to pour over the wine and then scatter over the herbs. So I have the 2/3 cup of wine. And we're just going to pour that over. Hopefully it doesn't wash the pepper away. I just kind of go down the side. It's a lot of wine. Next is the fresh parsley. I'm not using 2/3 a cup of fresh parsley. I'm using the dry parsley.
On this day of 1969,
And
Jimi Hendrix
2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. You just want a light coating over it. That's all. The oven's coming up to temperature. And we'll put that right in the oven. It's right here in front of me. The next ingredients call for 6 ounces of cooked shrimp. So what I have here is uncooked shrimp, and it's not peeled. It is deveined already. So all you're gonna do is peel the skin off the sides, the shells. There you go. Little shrimp. And I'm going to use the whole thing. I'll do one more and show you up close what I'm doing. Pretty much the skin is on the side there. All I'm doing is just peeling that off. Throw it in the sink. And then on the other side you peel it off. Like that. And then they have the feet. You just grab those between your thumb and forefinger and pull those off. And you get down to the tail. Last couple there. And you can slide it right off with the tail there. A little bit of the tail came off, but that's okay. So that's all set there. I'm gonna do one more. Peel the skin off the sides. It's a shell. Look at that. I got that almost all in one. I did. I got all of that in one shot. Did you see that? Look at that. All in one shot. Super. Okay, so now I'm getting the mushrooms ready, and I want to show you when you cut the cover open, just let the cover fall inside, and then you use that cover to help you strain everything. That's a good little trick that I've learned. Next it says to heat 4 tablespoons of the remaining butter in a saucepan and stir in the flour. Cook for a few minutes without browning. Then remove from the heat and add the reserved cooking liquid, gradually stirring well between each addition. So I'm going to cut up 4 tablespoons of butter. And drop that in my pan. Turn the heat on for that to melt it down. Alright, that's a lot better. Now it's more white. We'll slide that over a little bit. And there's a lot more fluid there too, you can see. And I'm just gonna spoon some into the measuring cup. And I'm gonna fill that up. Then I'm going to use the back side of the knife to level that out and get rid of anything that's too much. There we go. 1/3 cup of flour. Strain off the liquid and reserve for the sauce. Increase the oven temperature to 425. So I'm straining off the liquid. I'm just pouring it in. I'm going to stop. Oh, I can smell that wine. It was getting a little hot. Now I'm just going to use my knife to kind of hold everything in there. Alright, that's pretty good. You can see pretty good.
Those guys are hitting the road in 2023 with
Put a little bit more in there. And you go ahead and stir that up some more. Alright, that water for the shrimp is coming up now. So I got that down very low on melt position. I'll go ahead and get the shrimp started. Just adding this in a little bit at a time. It's getting thinner, a lot thinner. Alright, that's all of that. Alright, so there's 2 pounds there. I actually measured it out for you. That's my potato bin down there. So all I'm going to do is quarter them. Cut it in half, and cut it in half again, and just quarter it. Put them in the pan. Same thing with the other ones. Quarter, So I'm going to go ahead and add the half and half. Stirring it in. I'll turn that up a little bit. Up to 3 on electrical. And get a slow boil on that. I'm going to add a little salt and pepper in there. So I'm going to go 10 and 2 on the salt and pepper, respectively. So I'm going to put the mushrooms on top of the fish. Kind of put those back where they were. So the recipe calls for these to be cooked in butter and then put on there, but I'm just going to take them right out of the can and put them in there.
There's plenty more blues-inspired rock pod maps on BBQ's Bluesville, Channel 74, and on the SXM app, Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, or however you stream in the house.
So there's 12 shrimp. You keep stirring this. Go ahead and cover that up. Bring the temperature up a little more and try and get this to boil. While we're waiting on the potatoes, we're going to go ahead and finish up this. We're going to spoon this. Pour the sauce over the fish in the dish and smooth over the surface. Got my spatula, I'm just kind of pushing that down. Trying to flatten out the whole dish. I'm going to add the butter. The last butter is that other 4 ounces. I don't mind. Actually, I enjoy the taste of that, so I'm going to leave it. Now I'm just going to mash these up. It's just a gentle press down and turn. Down and turn, go all the way around. And then once you get it, you can go a little faster. down, down, turn, down, turn. I'm just dropping that in on top. My spatula there. Just filling in the holes.
Waiting in line for concert tickets to go on sale might be a thing of the past.
A little bit more over here.
However, the first generation of classic rock never gets old. Sirius XM's classic vinyl.
And then back in the oven for another 10 to 15 minutes. Alright, let's try this. Boy, this looks really good. I'm just going to try a little bit of sauce and mushroom. That's really good. That shrimp was perfectly cooked. Very good.